like a rule book and shit, or where did it fall? Like, where did it fucking fall through? Like,
you learn over time.
Over time.
You know, it's basically that's what happened.
And in this era though, like, I mean, it's not just graphics, just in general. Like, generations are very disrespectful. Is graffiti a reflection of the time?
Yeah.
Good and bad.
Good and bad.
I mean, as we tag banging era and shit. I know a lot of, like I said, a lot of people don't want to speak on, but that tag, the gang bang era was fucking huge, and it definitely spilled into graffiti.
Yeah, it's
so
part of history.
No matter, does graffiti really represent that, or does it vice versa? Like
different aspects.
What's your aspect?
Get up.
Get up.
Get up. Get in. Get out.
Can you conduct a career without getting involved in all the extra bullshit, or is it's inevitable?
It's inevitable.
Whoa, why or like?
Because you're always gonna get some youngster that don't know the rules that's gonna go over you. At old age, you do shit over and over and over. I just keep ending up in the train yard.
Go ahead and introduce yourself for those that don't know, man.
Jero ICR Network, AK, LA.
ICR. Go ahead and what does that stand?
I'm Crown Royalty.
Now
Inner City Rebels, I Crush Rails.
Now here comes the dope shit right now. Who put you on, dog? Who's the dudes who like got you down with ICR?
I was there from inception.
I told you we got some fucking history, dog. So who are the ones who started it, man?
Pure, Poops, Cools. Those are the main heads that started it. I was there.
And when it started, what was it? Was it like, all right, we're a graph crew, we're piecers, we're fucking this, there's rules?
IC was more piecers, CR is two crews put together. CR was more taggers. So we just joined forces.
And don't get high.
Yeah.
Do you take life too serious? Do you think you take life too serious? A lot of people who do that.
Not at all. I mean, I enjoy life. I see it for what it is. I made it this far. I'm just a more laid back person. I'm just a cool person. Right. You know, I don't like to brag. I don't talk about myself that like in that. If you don't ask the question, I won't tell you. Right. You know, people say, well, damn, you so cool. I'm like, well, how you get named Ice? Nigga, like, really? You know, Ice is, everybody wants to be Ice in the hood. You know what I'm saying? That's a great name. That's a very, you know, people like, damn, you could be Ice. Can you be, you know, so they get, like Bishop Juan said, nigga, you got that name. Niggas can't take that name from you. You dig what I'm saying?
You went there.
Yeah,
that's exactly
you can't take that name from me. So, you know, can a nigga named Ice be real ag all the time and excited and uptight and shit? That doesn't work.
Because you set off, in my opinion, when East Coast we had gangster rap, but it wasn't reality rap. It wasn't.
You guys had mob style.
Mob style didn't come out before you, didn't it?
No, but after it.
Okay, but this
trust me, I know every gangster.
So here's the thing. So you like when I think of West Coast, when I think of gangster rap,
right?
Your name is one of the first, if not the first, right?
Yeah.
And you coined that. So then everybody else kind of gravitated because I believe NWA came out.
Okay, but the word gangster rap wasn't out with me. The word gangster rap came out
NWA?
with Cube. Yes, because Cube in Straight Outta Compton, he says from a gang called Niggas with Attitudes. He didn't say from a group. He said from a gang. So he represented his clique as a gang, and then the press coined gangster rap. Right. They didn't have a name until they gave it that name. But that's why after they did that, I said, well, if that's gangster rap, then I'm the original gangster.
No, you are.
So that's when it went backwards. Okay, if that's now gangster rap, well, then I'm the original gangster.
You flipped everybody's wig at one point. At one point, we're sitting back and we see this Bishop Don Juan
and Pimps Up.
We see these Pimps Up movies. We see
Iceberg Slim.
Your shit is slide down and pull to the side.
Magnetic rolling.
And the way you did it and the way you spoke, we knew that you wasn't fronting. We knew that you were real and how the pimps accepted you.
The thing of it was I was on the streets hustling, so I didn't sell. I tried to sell coke once, but then everybody took the money and ran off. Like I gave it out to my friends, and they all came back short. So now what am I supposed to do? Kill my friends? So what I had left, I was just able to make the money that I invested back. I was like, I can't do this no more. But then when I was in the army,
every one of them games, everyone,
how niggas had stories like, I'm like, yo, how am I going?
I have rent to pay.
I think niggas understand understand this. You know, you give out the dope to your friend, and he comes back with a story, not the re-up money. I'm like, I can't do this because now I'm supposed to enforce, but I can't. It's my buddy. So I got out of it. I tried it. I tried it. I had some weight.
Exactly what you're talking about.
Invested my money, but it didn't work like that. So you know, we was more basically jewelry store robbers. We was robbing jewelry stores, doing things of that nature. But when I was in the Army, I got connected to a pimp named Mitchell. And Mitchell, I used to go hang out at his house, and he said, "You cut for this game, nigga. You got them light eyes. You not too much turned on by these females."
Wait, there's a pimp in the Army?
Yeah, it's a pimp. No. My buddy in the Army, his girlfriend's sister was a hoe, a prostitute. So when his girlfriend...
Fucking niggas in the Army?
Oh, no, Hawaii is like open season, you know, because you have all that military.
You was in the Army in Hawaii?
Yeah, I was in the Army.
Let's make some noise for Ice-T living it up even when he was a soldier. What it good be, hopefully it's what it should be. It's your boy N-O-R-E.
What up, it's DJ EFN.
And this is Military Crazy War Radio.
Make some noise!
Flag tap. Drink tap podcast. Hands down, my favorite OG. A person that every time I call him, he responds. He's never been Hollywood. He's never played this Hollywood game. As he was coming here, I told all my friends, I said, listen, I said, I said, Ice gonna come, double O, and walk up by himself.
Absolutely dope.
That's exactly who he is. He's been like that ever since I ever knew him. And he continues to be the realest person. I strive every day to try to be like this man. When I'm
called Swift Justice. I played a bad guy. I did Law and Order. I played a pimp. They killed me with a bowling pin. Then I had a show called Players on TV. That was my own show with Costas Manlaw and Frank Hughes. Okay, when those shows were over, Dick Wolf, he says, "I wish I had a stronger vehicle for you." Right? Meaning you got it, but... So I'm like, cool. So I was back in LA doing my business, doing my shit, trying to create iTunes. I was trying to create MP3 bass that we could put rap music on and people could get it, go straight to MP3. Niggas was looking at me like, what is MP3? Niggas was like, that'll never work. Never work. Niggas ain't getting rid of these CDs, son. I'm like, no, niggas, it's a digital. I was like, niggas
like Napster era? This is before Napster, after Napster?
It was during the time Napster was doing it, but my thing was I would take your album, I would digitally, I was going to create iTunes. I would take your album, I would put it onto a website where we would download it for money. It's just iTunes, before iTunes. Where I would go, I was going to, but yeah,
iTunes.
And I was going to, and not only that, I was going to do it regionally where there'd be a map.
What the fuck, man?
Police.
How many noises can we
Put on speaker. We keep it on. Hello?
I have Coco here.
Let his monkey ass up. Let him up.
It's okay. Let him up. All right.
Really? Yeah, so no, my thing was it had a regional map. So if you could go to, like, if you wanted Pennsylvania, it would show all the rappers from Pennsylvania. So it would break it down regionally because I knew hip hop was regional. So you could do it. But anyway, that was I was creating when I got the call to do SVU.
Right.
And I said no.
Okay. Continue.
I said no because I had 15 employees. I had databases. I had servers. I was trying to go. And then my boy, we had a little problem in LA where one of my buddies had set me up to get robbed.
What?
Yeah.
What's his name? Let's just shit on him right now.
Well, he's no longer with us.
Okay. God bless him.
Yeah. So, but basically, one of my friends who I looked out time through prison, he sent some people up to my office, and it was a robbery that took place. So everybody finally figured it out, and it was a little hostile moment. Everybody was worrying about what's going on, and then we figured out who did it, and it was tension, tension and shit. My daughter was in the room. It was an ugly situation. It's in my book. I wrote it in my book. So when it happened, one of my boys from 60s, they called it Emperor. He with me every day. So he was like, they offered me to do the show. He said, "Get out of town, man. Get out of town, nigga. Fuck it. It's 4 shows. It's what we gonna rob you? It's no money here. We weren't making no money yet in the business yet." He's like, "I got this." So I came out here to do 4 episodes for SVU, and it's been 18 years.
Goddamn, make some noise for that. Make some noise for the